And we are live. Good evening, everybody. My name is Carson Meredith. It's a pleasure to be with you here at 6:58 on Sunday evening, September 29th. Hope you had a good weekend despite the wet weather. And thankfully, we're finally drying things out. There's still a few showers out there that I'm going to show you here on radar in just a second. And we'll look ahead to maybe a few more showers Monday. Maybe a couple of showers Tuesday, although I will say both of those days will have a lot of dry time, even more dry time than today did. And then we got some nice weather to talk about for the rest of this first week of October. October starts on Tuesday. Already, time flies. Let's go through the comments real quick. I'm not going to be on here too terribly long tonight. Ralph says hello from Nicholasville. Carrie says finally clearing up in Indiana. Kevin says hello from St. Matthews. Finally dry. Finally dry indeed. Yes, yes, yes. Weather Geek says good evening. I'd like to report a strange light in the sky that appeared today. Any clues to what that was? I'm not sure. I'm not sure, Weather Geek. I'll have to file that report, right? We're hopeful to see a few peaks of sunshine today, and that was indeed the case at long last. Angela says, good evening. Today turned out to be a nice day. Yeah, it wasn't bad, right? It was definitely the pick of the weekend, no question. We did have a few showers pop up earlier today, I should say, and we're still tracking a few of those showers out there this evening. Kathy says got in a little rain between New Salisbury and Palmyra. Some of those quick little showers scooting through, right? Jana says very nice today. Yeah, it was very nice indeed. Tom has told me on the Facebook comments twice now to go live. I'm here. We're live, my man. So anyway, all right, let's dive in, shall we? We'll take it to New Albany on the SkyTrack camera. It looks ominous, I know, but there's no severe weather threat at all. There's no thunder threat either. We're just fine. No issues whatsoever, aside from some of those hit and miss showers that are still around. Now, with those peaks of sunshine today, we warmed up a lot quicker than expected. We got up to 78 actually here in Louisville. A lot of you were in the low 70s, which was expected, but that daggone urban heat island always causes trouble here in the city. It's 71 degrees right now. It's still a little humid. There's a lot of moisture in the air, and that's going to be a problem tonight. We're going to have a lot of fog when you wake up on Monday morning. Across the rest of the Commonwealth, not too bad. A few peaks of sunshine in Bullitt County, Taylor County, Shelby County as well. Temperatures right at 70 in those locations. A little cooler in Adair County at 66, where there's been a few more showers so far this evening. Here is radar. Not a whole lot going on. And as we lose the heat of the afternoon, these showers will continue to dissipate. So all in all, we're looking pretty dry overnight tonight. Maybe a random pop-up. That's a very small chance, though. A lot of us should be dry heading out the door tomorrow. Having said that, we'll take a little tour across Wave Country. I'll show you where some showers are in central Kentucky. So if you're in Hart County, near Bonneville, right on the LaRue County line, a couple sprinkles. There's one shower near the center community on the Hart-Greene County line. Up towards Coakley and Greene County. Campbellsville might be seeing some dark clouds with a couple of sprinkles nearby. A few sprinkles in Marion County near Lebanon. Here in the city, we are looking pretty good. Couple little blips on the map, one out near PRP right there, a couple sprinkles in the Highlands, Crescent Hill, and a few raindrops falling along 71 as you go into Oldham County. That's really all we got, my friends. These showers popped up, of course, during the warmest part of the day. Now that we're cooling down, we're starting to see those showers fade away. So in general, things are looking pretty dry overnight tonight. But I'm not going to say we are all clear, because there's going to be a lot of fog when you wake up tomorrow morning. I would not be surprised if a dense fog advisory was issued overnight tonight. Big reason why we are going to have this fog issued tonight and into Monday morning. Well, there's a couple reasons. One, there's a ton of moisture in the air, right? From Helene, what's left of it still just sitting over wave country, keeping the thick cloud cover, keeping the showers around. We've got a ton of moisture in the ground, right? Some of us have seen almost 6 inches of rain this week. And the wind is calming down to where it's basically zero. It's very, very light overnight tonight. So when you put all three of those things together, that sets the stage for a widespread fog event. And that will be the case overnight tonight and into Monday morning. Temperatures, by the way, not cooling down a lot because we'll still have a lot of cloud cover. We'll be in the low to mid 60s when you wake up in the morning. Okay, here is our fog forecast. This is 5 o'clock Monday morning. So tomorrow morning. And this is not one of those deals where it's just in the valleys or it's near the lakes and the ponds and the rivers. Not like that, my friends. This is everywhere where we'll see that dense fog potential, okay? We're talking visibilities across the board, especially in Kentucky, of a half mile or less. So wherever you're watching us, just start thinking about maybe an extra 10 minutes on your morning drive, okay? Because I got a feeling, especially in the rural areas of wave country, it's going to be very difficult to see where you're going on those roadways tomorrow. So extra 10 minutes on the commute in the morning. I know JCPS is on fall break, which is good. So we don't have to worry about kids at the bus stop in the morning. But obviously a lot of us still heading to work. So take it slow, keep those low beam headlights on, give yourself space on those roadways as well. Let's see. Adam's watching. Hello from Bloomington. Not much fog up north. That is true, Adam. There might be a little thicker cloud cover in southern Indiana tonight, and that could help keep the fog in check. I'm not going to say keep it away. I think there'll still be some fog up your way, but it may not be quite as thick as what our friends along the Ohio River and down into the rest of Kentucky will see tonight. Hope that makes sense. And you notice, guys, as we go through the morning tomorrow, this is the kind of fog that wants to hang around for a while. So we may still see some dense fog, especially across central Kentucky, as late as 10 or 11 a.m. That's just how waterlogged our atmosphere is, right? Water, moisture in the air, moisture in the ground, calm wind. It's going to be a little dicey in the morning with that dense fog. So just take it easy, extra 10 or 15 minutes, and you'll be good to go. And then that fog will be out of here by midday tomorrow. More comments, shall we? Stan, do you ever sleep? You were on when I got up. Yeah, I work a very unique schedule to where I do all of the weekend shows here at Wave. Saturday morning, Saturday night, Sunday morning, Sunday night. So I squeeze in little naps here and there in between all of my shifts. So yes, it's a unique schedule, but it has some perks to it as well. And, you know, this is my role on the team, and I'm happy to be here. It is a tricky schedule sometimes, but I'm back in my home market. I'm back in my home station that I grew up watching. So can't complain. But Stan, I appreciate you watching whenever I am on the air, morning, afternoon, or night. Amanda says, hello. Turned out to be a nice day in Bardstown. Not too bad. Yeah. As long as you were able to dodge those showers today, it was really a comfortable day in the low 70s, right? Kevin says, hopefully this new possible tropical weather turns out to be a bust. I'm with you, my friend. I got some new information on that. Not a lot since we're still early in the ball game, but I'll share what I'm seeing here in just a second. with that potential tropical issue next week. Hazel says hello from Madison, Indiana. Reginald asks, will there be a lot of fog going towards Nashville from E-Town? Yes, there certainly will be. So I've made that trip down I-65 to Nashville plenty of times in my life. So it can get very foggy very quick on that part of 65. So Reginald, be careful if you're going to be traveling that way early in the morning. Later in the afternoon, you'll be fine. The fog will be gone. But early in the day, definitely want to be careful. Adam's got another comment for us. Well, thank you, Adam. I appreciate it. Yeah. Look, I love what I do. I love what I do. The hours are always going to be crazy. It doesn't matter what shift you work because weather never stops, right? So you have to be dedicated. You have to really love this job to keep doing it, right? Okay, let's talk about the rain chances for tomorrow. It's very similar to today. Likely dry to start off the morning, although still very foggy. And as we warm things up tomorrow afternoon, with that low pressure, what was Helene, still spinning nearby, we'll have a few more of these little popcorn showers develop. Very, very, very similar to today. However, I'm not expecting there to be as many showers tomorrow as what we saw today. And the reason why is because this low pressure is slowly weakening. The weaker the low gets, the less forcing you got in the atmosphere to set off these showers, right? So that's why it's only a 30% chance between, let's say, 2 o'clock and 7 tomorrow, 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. Best shot for a few of these little light showers. Again, a lot of you will stay dry, and then those shower chances drop once we get to Monday night. Futurecast, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, doing a nice job painting the picture for Monday. A couple of popcorn showers in the afternoon, keep going during the evening, the early evening, so 4, 5, 6 o'clock. And then as we lose the heat of the day, those showers start to fade. We may have a fog issue again tomorrow night as well. Could be very similar to what we have tonight. So the next couple of nights, next couple of mornings, we'll have a fog issue. So just keep that in mind. It's not just tomorrow morning. Okay, there's the big picture of the tropics. It's a mess. It is a mess. This map is so zoomed out because I tried to get every system that the National Hurricane Center is watching in view. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 systems currently on the board in the Atlantic Basin. Let's go one by one. Way up here at the tippy top is Tropical Storm Isaac. Isaac was a hurricane last night when we were chatting. It was a Category 2. It's weakened. It's a fish storm. It's going that away. Going way up there. So we don't have to worry about Isaac, okay? Right here is Joyce, Tropical Storm Joyce. She, too, is a fish storm. Joyce will basically fizzle out by Tuesday or Wednesday. So don't have to worry about that. But it's on the board. This system that I am highlighting right here is Tropical Depression 12. This will become, in all likelihood, Kirk with a K. Maybe as early as tonight, possibly into Monday. And if you look closely, let me see if I can zoom in on the map here. If you look very closely, you notice that Kirk could become a major hurricane later this week. Cat 1, Cat 2, and then eventually becoming that major hurricane, Cat 3. The good news is Kirk, soon to be Kirk, will not be an issue for any land. It, too, will be a fish storm, just out in the ocean, leaving us alone. All right? So that's a good thing. This yellow circle right here is another wave coming off the African coast that the National Hurricane Center is going to watch. It has a low chance of development right now. It's either 20 or 30%. I forgot off the top of my head, but it's a low chance for now, and it's very, 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 very far away. So we don't have to worry about it yet. So I just rattled off 4 systems that we don't have to worry about. It's the 5th one that we got to watch. The outlook for this potential system moving into the Gulf this week has not changed. Not expected to be anything in the next couple of days, but towards the end of the week, it's a 50-50 shot that this becomes a more organized tropical system. Tropical depression, tropical storm, hurricane, that's still up in the air. What I can tell you with this system, looking over the data today, and again, this is just a snapshot of what I've seen today, is at this moment, the trend suggests that the bulk of this system, should it come into fruition, will stay south of us. Okay? That is not a guarantee. That is not a guarantee. But right now, it looks like whatever system might come out of the Gulf next week will not be an issue for us. There's still a possibility it could be, but it's trending in the right direction. And it also looks as if, hopefully, this will not be an issue for North Carolina and Tennessee as well, because goodness knows they do not need any more rain after what happened back on Thursday and Friday. So I know that's not very specific. It's just one little new nugget that I have to share with you tonight, but we'll keep an eye on it all week, of course. Things can change rather quickly. It does not, to me, at this point, look to be as intense as Helene was. Maybe that's me wish casting a little bit, but we still got to watch it. But I'm hopeful this will not be a monster like Helene was earlier this past week. So that's where we stand at the moment. I'll go to the 10-day real quick. I do have a 20% rain chance in the forecast next Sunday and next Monday, just in case some of that tropical moisture moves into wave country from the south, because I can't rule it out, although things look okay for now. But at the same time, there's some models, the European in particular, suggesting a cold front moves through about a week from now. Could give us a few showers, maybe even 1 or 2 storms. So that's why we got a 20% rain chance in the forecast a week from today and a week from tomorrow. Otherwise, once we get past those showers tomorrow afternoon, it's looking pretty good, guys. Nice, seasonable, feeling like fall, feeling like the first week of October. Good bit of sunshine, comfortable afternoons, comfortable nights, cool nights. So we're finally going to have a few days to breathe because last week was crazy and we need a break, right? 77 Monday. We'll warm up to 80 on Tuesday. And you see that rain chance on Tuesday, 20%. There's going to be a cold front moving in on Tuesday as well. So this is the first cold front on Tuesday. Gives us a few showers potentially during the afternoon and evening. That's all it'll be, is a few showers. And even then, it might not be a whole lot on Tuesday. But once that first front moves through on Tuesday, you notice we kind of reset those temperatures into the mid-70s on Wednesday. Then we climb back into the lower 80s by Friday. And then we go back down into the 70s for the upcoming weekend. And that's when we'll watch maybe another cold front move through and also that tropical system in the Gulf. But in general, things look pretty quiet over the next 10 days. And I am not complaining about that. And I got a feeling you guys aren't complaining about it either. Back to the comments we go. Let's see. Michelle saying, hey, Angela says, what about that glowing blob on the far right in red? Let me go back to the tropical map, Angela. It's kind of confusing. I got to explain it here. I should have done that when I had the map up in the first place. So hang on tight here. Let it load. It's kind of it's the same system. It's just well, let me just pull up the map. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. So this is what Angela's talking about. Earlier today, so at 2 o'clock this afternoon, the National Hurricane Center had this big red blob as a system to watch. However, at 5 o'clock this evening, they got rid of that red blob and said, okay, this is now Tropical Depression 12. The system that had the red blob is a system to watch is now a tropical depression. So it's the same system. It's just kind of an upgrade. Why are they overlapping like that? Well, it's because they haven't updated the blobs. They haven't updated the blobs since 2 o'clock this afternoon. So it's confusing. I know. I apologize. But we won't see that red blob go away until they update the blob map again at 8 o'clock. So I hope that makes sense. Basically, they're now saying that is not a system to watch. It is a system now. So hope that answers your question, Angela. Justin says, I'm flying to Cancun Wednesday, coming back Sunday, watching the tropics closely. Yes, sir. Please do. Please do. Do not cancel those plans, though. Go to Cancun. Have a good time. Just keep an eye on this system in the Gulf for sure. I don't expect to really see more organization out of this until Wednesday or Thursday. And there's still a lot of uncertainty as to where that thing's going to go. So all you can do at this point is keep an eye on it. Adam says, no frost on the 10-day just yet. No, there's not. But there's some hints by the middle of October. We may have some frost potential. Not all the models are on board with that yet, but soon enough, guys, we're going to have some frost to talk about. We will have at least a frost in October. I'm fairly confident we'll have that. Brandon says, once upon a time, there was a 20% chance of rain on Friday. That turned out differently. Yeah, it did. It did. It escalated pretty quickly, as we all know. Hopefully, luck is on our side this go around. Let's see, a few more comments before we go. Carly's asking, okay, heading to Charleston next weekend, should we cancel? Not yet. No, not just yet. Because again, we honestly have no idea where this thing is going to go. Okay. We don't even really know if it's going to develop, guys. It looks like it will, but stranger things have happened, right? So we're very, very early in the ball game with this new tropical system. It's not even an official system yet. So a lot's going to evolve over the next few days. You're going to get new information on this system pretty much every single day from here on out, multiple times a day. And as we, as we get closer to the end of the work week into next weekend, we'll start to have some much clearer details on how that's all going to play out. But for your trip to Charleston, Carly, next weekend, continue to watch us here on Wave, of course. Also watch the updates from the National Hurricane Center. But don't cancel those plans just yet, okay? Hold off as long as you possibly can. And we'll go from there. Angela says, bring on the frost, kill the ragweed. Yes. Forgive me. I've had to clear my throat this weekend because that ragweed just won't leave me alone. And I feel like all the moisture in the air isn't helping things either, right? Sarah's got plans to Florida for fall break next weekend. Same thing. Too early to say one way or the other just yet. Give it a few days. Give it Wednesday and Thursday. And I guarantee you by then we'll have a decent idea as to where this system is going. So hold tight on making any moves with those plans, Sarah. Hopefully it won't be a huge deal. Hopefully it's just a bunch of rain down in Florida. But again, we'll let's keep an eye on it over the next few days. Is the lack of certainty a good sign? Weather Geek asked. They were talking about Helene a week before it formed. I wouldn't necessarily say it's a good sign. And I know what you mean by good sign, Weather Geek. You mean it's not going to be a monster major hurricane, right? Uncertainty doesn't always mean it's not going to happen or it's not going to be as intense, right? You go back to Hurricane Michael, I think it was in 2018. That was barely even a tropical wave 48 hours before it hit Florida as a Cat 5. So these things can escalate very, very quickly. So that's why we're just paying attention to it for now. Excuse me. We're watching the trends. But the uncertainty doesn't mean that it's not going to be a big deal. A lot can change very quickly in this kind of setup. Good question, though, very Weather Geek. Very good question. Mark says, okay, sorry about that. You got me, Mark. Good job. Jeez. Come on, guys. Can we not be civil? Good Lord. Savannah asks, any tornadoes or severe weather? No, that's a good thing, right? No tornadoes or severe weather in the forecast anytime soon, which is a good thing. G-Bros in South Bend. Were you at the U of L game yesterday? Irish beat out the Cards. That was a good one yesterday afternoon. Okay, any last-minute legitimate comments, questions, thoughts, concerns before we sign off? Again, I didn't want to be here all night because, in general, the forecast is pretty straightforward. It's pretty quiet. But I'll be here to answer any questions you might have. We'll wrap things up, though. Appreciate you watching. It's Sunday. That means it's football night here on Wave and NBC. We got the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens on Sunday Night Football tonight on Wave. Lamar Jackson in primetime once again. The Ravens haven't won a game this season. They got to win. So once that game is done, you can catch us for a late night edition of Wave News at 11, probably around 11:30 or 11:45 is when we'll start our newscast. So if you're still up at that point, we'll be here. We will be here if you want an updated look at your forecast for tomorrow and for the rest of the week. That's going to do it for now, though, guys. I appreciate you watching as always. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Have a great week ahead. Enjoy the sunshine. Enjoy the comfortable temperatures as well. And I'll see you guys tonight after football. Good night.